You were reportedly, Congressman Jordan, one of the key players who forced Speaker Boehner to walk away from talks about a grand bargain. I understand that there's a problem, a legitimate issue with fuzzy numbers coming out of the White House, but assuming that you could solve that problem, you are unwilling to accept $3 in spending cuts for every $1 in revenue increase?
A couple things. Now think about what the president's framework, because there's no specificity to his proposal. Think about his framework. Here's what he's saying. All the spending that the Democrats did in the last Congress, the stimulus, the Obamacare, and all their budgets, all the spending they did in the last Congress that we all voted against and that the American people didn't like, as evidenced by last November's election, the president's now asking us, hey, Republicans, vote for a debt ceiling increase, even though you campaigned against it and the voters elected you to be against it. Vote for a debt ceiling increase to pay for all that spending, and just to add insult to injury, by the way, support tax increases while you're at it. That's what the president says and puts no specificity to any plan. It's ridiculous.
Assuming there were specificity, would you not accept a formula of $3 in spending cuts? I mean, this is a liberal Democratic president who's talking about $3 in spending cuts, including entitlements, per $1 in revenue increase.
Here's the president's problem. First, all the spending cuts take place in the out years. He never gives us any detail what's going to happen the first year, which is the only year it counts, because that's the only one we can make law about. So all the spending cuts are in the out years. The tax increases are going to come soon. And the American people, this is the old cliché. This is Lucy and Charlie Brown, the football. And the American people have said, we're not falling for that game anymore. We're not going to let you promise spending cuts later to raise taxes now. And if these tax things were so bad that Chris talks about, well, the Democrats just controlled all government 8 months ago. Why in the world didn't they get rid of them? You had the House, you had the Senate, you had a supermajority in the Senate until Scott Brown got elected. Why didn't you get rid of all these? If they're so bad and they're hurting our economy and they're keeping us from getting to a deal, why didn't you deal with them then?